Okay,
Tessa.
so thank you. Thank you for organizing this mini meeting. My name is Annalisa Tarquini. I'm the program director of the Master of Science in Luxury Management. And today I'm together with my colleague Kasia. Do you want to introduce? Hello. We cannot hear you.
There we are. There we are. Hello, everyone. My name is Kasia Majna. I am a Deputy Director for Hospitality and Events Specializations, which you're going to know everything about it by the end of this session. We are going to brief you about specializations, but I am second in command to Annalisa, and it is very nice to meet you.
We are the master in command of this program. So the idea is to explain how the program is structured, because you will join us in January when the train has been already started. But the most important thing that must be mentioned is that the Master of Science in Luxury Management is one program, is the same for everybody. And then, of course, we have this specialization that adds a layer on actually the diploma that all of you will get. So in yellow, these are the courses that students are taking right now in the fall semester. Except the career development seminar, there is a course that is going through the entire duration of the program. So it is not just provided to students during the fall semester, but students will continue in the second semester, especially because it is in spring that students start looking for their internships and then applying. So actually, students are continuously followed by a very active career department. So in the second semester, there are two modules. There are two sets of courses that are common to all specializations. This is what we define as core courses. The brand strategy module and then the luxury consumer. These, of course, the students will be divided in different groups, because today we have 100 students plus the general takers. We will be quite a bit. So actually, students will be divided in three different bigger groups, and the contents will be absolutely the same for all attendees. The only difference, but we will go back to it, is the applied business project, because this is despite of the same title, every specialization has its own corporate project to follow. Then, don't worry, we will share not only the recording, but also the slides after the presentation. So, as you can see in this big table, in the second semester, there are courses that are different according to the specializations. So there are two specialization modules, and of course, as you can see, are divided by track. So what is important to understand is that despite of different titles, the topics are absolutely the same. So what is different is the field of application. So look at, for example, the sustainable course. So for brand management and fashion is the same, and so we have the same professor with the same course. But of course, when we're talking about hospitality, we have always a course in sustainability, but applied to the specific field, and then the same for yachting. In terms of distribution strategies, of course, you see distributions in the service environment is taking a different connotation, but we are talking about the same thing. So of course, we're not distributing a product per se, but we are marketing a service that is offered by any leisure institution. So the number of credits is the same, the number of topics are the same, and then the general topics are the same. And then once again are contextualized according to the different specializations. On top of the specializations, students can choose one elective So, of course, brand management being the most generic specialization has the bigger options for this elective course. So students can go through entrepreneurship, jewelry, fashion buying and merchandising, and the luxury real estate industry. So then, of course, according to the other specializations, some courses are removed because are not that um, related to the field, to the specific field. For example, if we're taking yachting, there's no point of studying diamonds or the fashion buying and merchandising. So this is just an idea. The second specialization is much more connected to the communication strategies. So omni-channel communication strategies, and then the service environment. So let me introduce the four specialization. So I know that you have, most of you have already selected the options, but just to refresh your mind. So about the yachting industry, that is the latest, the brand new baby in our program. So after 10 years of just a track with the 30, a bit more of 30 hours during the second semester, we are moving to a full specialization, and then we will offer almost 200 hours just on yachting. Thanks to the support of professionals who are supporting us in different field of applications for this specific industry. The second specialization, Kasia, I let you do it. This is your baby.
So second specializations is hospitality and events management. The main difference between the other specializations is this one is that all the courses that are designed for that specializations have a core of that particular industry, which is very much geared up towards the service rather than product. So whilst you're gaining the same type of skills as the other specializations, if your heart is definitely set on working in broader sense of hospitality industry, and not necessarily only hotels, think about it, it could be all sorts of other hospitality related areas, but also events management. This is definitely something for you, because the context and all of the case studies, the examples are very much geared up for the service industry with luxury hospitality and events management in mind.
Thank you so much. Then moving forward, luxury fashion and accessories. This is a specialization that actually represents the highest number of applications than in the real life, independently on the fact that the students are choosing, are opting for this specialization. So I would say that the majority of our alumni are working in fashion, jewelry, watches, or industries, related industries. So this is this specialization is one of the most attractive ones, simply because, of course, fashion is very specific for many students. What is interesting to understand is that this is a kind of spin-off compared to the brand management specialization. So it is a fully dedicated to products, of course. So the logic is differently from what Kasia was mentioning. So we're not following the service environment, but the product environment, even if the fashion industry is strongly related to the retail environment. That is one of the strongest luxury distribution channels for this kind of products. And the retail environment is a service environment. So this specialization is a kind of hybrid. We are not just talking about the product per se, even if, as you can see, the main aspects of this specialization goes from the development, the promotion, and the distribution, of course, of the products. This is ideal for students interested in non-European, especially for non-European students interested in entering in the fashion industry, because we are training them in integrating the branches overseas in other countries. So it's even if maybe you are interested in joining the headquarter of a specific brand, sometimes it may be difficult, but there are ways to enter in the regions and then move back to the headquarters later on in terms of career perspective. Last but not least, we have the brand management. This is the most generic specialization. So students are choosing the specialization when they're not strongly focused on the three previous ones. So if they don't have a very specific passion for fashion accessories, anything that goes with the luxury service environment or the yachting sector. So students don't have to choose brand management because I would like to become a brand manager. So it is only connected to the fact that we're looking for a very generic name because we cannot have a vertical specialization for each industry. At least not yet, maybe in the future. But for the moment, this is what we offer. As you can see at the bottom, so the logic of the specialization is exactly the same for the fashion from the previous one. So of course, from the creation to the distribution, but of course, we're not a creative school. So creation is just the initial, the starting point of the conversations, but it is not fully covered here at IUM. About the electives, all of them are taught by professionals. So we have the pleasures to work with people coming from the industry. So some of them are alumni, and they are bringing to our classes a very practical expertise in the related specific industries. Fashion buying and merchandising. These two positions are the most sought after ones in the fashion business because actually it is thanks to these two positions that fashion brands are able to position themselves in a very positive way. Both of them are connected to the commercial part, but also to the branding, if you want, the branding part, the branding aspects connected to the products. The jewelry industry, it goes, so we're not just talking about precious stones per se, but we're also talking about the value of precious stones, and then with the different kind of values they may have, the investment value next to the emotional values. Sometimes we have students interested in the watch industry taking the specializations because watches are using anyhow many precious stones to embellish, to increase the value of their products. The luxury real estate industry, of course, in Monaco is the main focus, but it is not the only one. We will present the different trends and challenges that this industry is facing, analyzing different perspectives, not just how to sell, but also properties as an investment value or as a residential values. And also comparing different markets because every market has its own specificities. Last but not least, entrepreneurship. This is another elective that is highly appreciated by our students because many of our students want to become an entrepreneur later on. So it will enable students to develop entrepreneurial skills and then how to develop a business plan. And then if you have already an entrepreneurial idea in mind, you will be able to shape it during the course, thanks to the support of our professor. So you will receive in the coming days the presentation with this link. So basically, in this link, you need to confirm your option. So the specialization and the related elective. So of course, it is not by November the 5th. This date is for our current students. Of course, you will have a bit more of time to make your choice. If you have some doubts, don't worry, it's normal. Kasia and I are here to talk to you. So we encourage you to maybe to send us an email so we can fix a small meeting in order to work together and then sit down, and even virtually, of course, and understand what is the most suitable specialization and elective for you. So, but once again, the main message is the most important one. Independently on the specialization, the diploma is the same for all of you. So don't be afraid of making a choice. Kasia, do you want to add anything?
Yes, I would like to reiterate what you just said. All of the skills that you're getting are exactly the same. So don't be afraid to make a choice, because what the choice is making for you is that you're looking at specific examples in your chosen area of interest. So essentially what it means is that by the end of the day, you are sitting in class and are exposed to professionals who are in the line of your interest. So if your heart is really dead set on some of the specializations, or you see yourself having a career in any of those specific areas, please do choose those specializations, because by the end of the day, it is of your benefit, but it doesn't make it any less desirable for you as a graduate or as a future employee, because you get exactly the same diploma by the end of the day.
Thank you, Kasia, for reinforcing the message. Studying luxury at UM is not just connected to courses and then exams and then the textbooks. Absolutely not. It is strongly connected to experiential learning. That is our, I would say, trademark since ever. So during the year, we are offering students the opportunity to experience luxury because we are inviting guest lecturers at IOM, because we are organizing local visits, because we are organizing the study trip, networking events, and so on and so forth. The trade shows, unfortunately for you guys, the biggest one are gone, because the biggest one in the region are taking place during the first semester. But don't worry, some more will be then organized, and not by us, will be offered during the second semester. But well, the main ones are happening in fall. So talking about the experiential learning. So as I was mentioning before, every group will have a dedicated business project. So it means that students are working as a junior consultant. Usually this course starts end of March, beginning of April. So basically, students are working as a in group to solve a real issue that is presented by real companies. So the main difference compared to the other case studies, that other case studies are based on real facts, but are academic kind of exercises. In this case, this is a real world scenario. So for this year, we have already secured Porsche for brand management students, Dolce & Gabbana fine jewelry for the fashion students. For the hospitality, I have two projects in mind. So for the moment, I'm presenting you Aquera. That is an incredible maritime agency, but is strongly connected to destination management, also adopting artificial intelligence as to offer a better service to their clients. And then, last but not least, for the yachting students, we are in contact with Benetti. It's one of the main Italian shipyards, and so there is a big opportunity maybe to work with them. Next to the applied business projects, we are also organizing local visits or local events specifically dedicated to each specializations, in order to expose students to different challenges, events, or opportunities here in the Principality, because the Riviera offers many opportunities, I would say. So talking about the study trip. The study trip is a mandatory activity for all students. It will take place in March from the 23rd to 27th. So the three groups will go from Venice to Milan, and then one group, the yachting group, will go from Genova, Portofino to Viareggio. The means of transportations, of course, will be different according to the trip. And the scope of a study trip is to discover the behind the scenes of luxury businesses. In this case, will be a full case study on Italian roots for luxury. But during the trip, we are offering so many different, a diverse spectrum of experiences and kind of meetings. Just to, these are some examples because these are tentative schedule. So for the yachting company, so we will go from the yachting students, sorry, we will start in Genova, and then we will have the pleasure to meet the different brands present in Genova, the big ones in the refitting and the management of the marina, because the yachting industry as the supply chain is so long. So we're trying to stay focused on the main stakeholders part of the very long chain. The idea is to go to Portofino, a bit of a glamour is always nice, and then over there we should meet the Pesto Group. It is a maritime agency that is very important in Italy. Then of course we may move. We will move to Tuscany, passing by La Spezia. That is a very important cluster for many luxury brands. It can maybe Baglietto. There are many others. A very special visit is in Le Cavi di Marmo, the Marble Court. So a very special place, because actually in all yachts we always see this kind of a very important material. And then ending the trip in Viareggio, that is it is called the super yacht coast for Italy, is where the biggest ladies of the sea are produced. Full week going by bus and then coming back by bus. Regarding the other three groups, all of them will follow the same path. We will fly to Venice. We will spend 2 days in Venice, having different kind of visits, and then taking the train and then moving to Milan. So this is more or less the idea. So Venice offers so many interesting visits. Of course, even if fashion students are not interested in hospitality, but visiting one of the best 5-star hotels that are present in Venice is always a nice experience. But also having some cultural visits, can be Burano, can be the Murano glasses, or the visit of La Fenice, or the Kering Punta della Dogana foundations, art foundation. So Venice offer very important things. During the trip, we will have the meeting with the Dolce Gabbana manager, and where the corporate project will take place. And then going to Milan, and Milan for fashion. There is whatever you may imagine. So from a very specific retail format, such as the Louis Vuitton one, the biggest maison that has been opened in very recently in Milan, with the full building, with the restaurant, the Vittorio at the top floor, and so on and so forth. And this is just the idea for fashion. About hospitality, the idea is to same logic. So going to Venice, spending 2 days over there, the launch of the corporate project. So maybe Aquera is a Venetian entity. And then we are in connection with La Fenice, because La Fenice, it's the theater, is now opening the doors also to private events. So it's a very atypical event locations, and so is one of the main points of this visit. But there are other fabulous opportunities in Venice. So there are many palaces or other realities that may be so very interesting as well. Going to Milan for luxury services also offers so many interesting aspects about restorations, about fine dining, gastronomic experiences, brand extensions, case studies such as the Philippe Lane Hotel. That is a a super crazy location, so you cannot miss it. I hope that we will be able to visit it again. or for example, the Salvatore Ferragamo Hotel. They are in the hospitality business since many years, and then they recently opened a new portrait that is one of the best spots at the moment in Milan. Last but not least, the brand management. Always Venice with there are interesting opportunities. So we will have the corporate project in with Porsche, and then we will visit different kind of businesses, because of course brand management are a bit more have a bit more diverse kind of interests. So it can be Casa San Lorenzo, that is there's a shipyard that has opened very recently, Casa San Lorenzo, that is a brand new format connecting art, lifestyle, and then the shipyard DNA. So San Lorenzo is one of the main shipyard that is extending its operations into different kind of opportunities for their clients, and it's very specific and interesting case study. I hope we will have the opportunity to visit a vineyard that is in one of the islands in the Venetian Bay. So very specific case with a very limited editions. So a super niche. And then going to Milan once again. Milan offers so many different things. So working with Porsche, of course, I hope we will be able to visit the Porsche destination, showroom. Porsche has initiated this destination concept, showing that a showroom is not just a place to go and buy, but go and stay and then have a full experience with the brand. So I can talk for hours about the trips, because every year that we are organizing one, the students are always so happy about it. So some more operational information about the trip. So it is, sorry for the dates, it's the 23rd and 27th. So sorry, I will change these two dates. It is a mandatory activity for all of you. The cost of the trip is not included in the tuition fees, because every year we cannot calculate how much it costs, because it depends on the destination. So the budget is around 900 euros, and then includes transportation, hotels, one experience, and then some business lunch. The deposit, so you will have to put the deposit by November the 15th. We will share with you the link for the payment. I think I mentioned everything. I don't know if there are some questions or some curiosity.
Thank you very much, Annalisa. That's a very interesting and exciting insights about specialization and also our study trip. So everyone, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your questions on the Q&A session. We are here to help you. The first questions that I have is quite interesting. Is it possible to, if by doing specializations in fashion accessory management, if it's possible to do Portofino study trip?
No, because no, students are divided. But if you want to visit Portofino, is well, 2 hours and a half driving from Monaco. So
Yeah.
no, I'm so sorry, but we will visit Venice, and so the very romantic Venice place, and then we will have the opportunity to do some shopping in Milan. Maybe it's better.
Yeah, that's also very good options. Next question is, how does the specialization choice affect internship and the career opportunities?
Yes and no, in the sense that we every year we have students who are struggling, who are really so making the choice is a very how can I say difficult decision, but actually it is not, because this specialization can help, can feature your career, can give a message, can send a message to future recruiters, but it's not affecting your career for the rest of your life. I have students who change it from one specialization to another. I'm always mentioning one fabulous case of a student in 2014 who moved from Louis Vuitton shoes to watches with Rado, to L'Oreal perfumes and cosmetics, and then I missed another one, and then he became an entrepreneur. So completely different. Another one who studied hospitality, and then so she started in Villa d'Este in Como, and then she moved to Alexander Wang, and then she moved to Pomellato in the retail pricing, and then she moved to events for Pomellato, and now she's the trade marketing manager for always for the same brand. So you see, there are no boundaries in your career. So don't be afraid. Simply follow what the butterflies, as I always love to say, the butterflies in your stomach stay. So this is the most important thing. And then you will build your own career. But the specialization can be just the initial contribution, but it's not even it is not even that. I had students who studied fashion are now working in yachting, who started straight after the diploma, the end of the courses in yachting, and then they moved. This lady moved to jewelry. So don't be afraid. Just simply choose what you like. The rest will come.
Yes, thank you so much. And so the next one is, if I have some reason, unfortunately don't get my visa for come to IUM, is the deposit of study trip will be refunded?
Of course, in this case, yes. Don't worry.
Yes.
By evidence, if you have some different problems or visa issues, of course, it will be refunded.
Yes.
Good question. Yes, but I hope you won't face any issue.
Yes, and also if you have any questions related to how to get your visa, how to prepare everything in advance, be prepared. You can also contact our student services, who will provide you related information about the visa. Of course, depends also your countries, because every country is different process to get their visa to study at IUM. And maybe one last question. How does the Master in Luxury program help students build a professional network in luxury sector?
In many different ways. First of all, we always try to create connections with the alumni community. That is an immense source of networking, inspirations, job offers, and then just today I received 2 job offers for internships from 2 past students. But every day is like this. We also teach students how to do networking on social media, especially on LinkedIn. We have LinkedIn clinics, as I love to call them, in order to show students how they can really connect with younger or more experienced professionals through the platform, because LinkedIn can offer many different opportunities. Then the study trips, for example, because during the trips, especially the ones traveling in Milan, we have a networking cocktail with the alumni community, with some professionals, or during the career days here in Monaco in the first week of April, we have a huge networking cocktail for all specializations all at the same time. Last year we were more than almost 500 people, including students and professionals and alumni. So it is even your professors are part of your network. Many of us have a previous professional experience, or some of them are professionals currently, so they can be an immense source of additional connections in the luxury business. It is only up to the students.
We have also career coach, right? Career specialized.
We have a career coaching, very good. We have a dedicated career coach with an expertise in luxury. For example, the other Saturday, because we're working with a company here that organizes different networking events or gala dinners, and then students are always invited. And so I had about 40 girls attending the event with me, and then it was a very great opportunity to talk to professionals from any kind of industry. So this is the beauty of Monaco. Being so small, it's very easy to connect with people. You will never know who is sitting next to you at the restaurant, at the bar, during a very small and more informal or formal event. So this is the beauty of this small place.
Okay, thank you so much, Annalisa, and also thank you very much, Kasia, for all the sharing information and exciting insights. I think that's all the questions that we got so far. So, of course, thank you everyone. Would like to add something else, or everything's
For me,
good?
it's fine. So
Okay.
we are looking forward to welcoming the new general intakers in 2 months. So
Yeah,
in a
very
short
soon.
time. Exactly. But once again, so please, as networking starts with connecting with us on LinkedIn. So first of all, connect with the most of the alumni. So check IUM Luxury. You will find many on LinkedIn. Talk to them because it's always very important. And then any question, any doubt, do not hesitate to maybe they can contact you, and then you can put them in contact with us. And we will be more than happy to spend a bit of time with them.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So I will also share the admission email if you don't have it yet, so you can write us anytime. You are very welcome. So
Thank you so much.
everyone. Have a nice evening. See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.